It's the start of a new chapter in Grove Ridge Runner football, with a lot of fresh faces taking leadership roles this season. And head coach Ryan Keenum takes over as the lead man after Ron Colwell announced his retirement following the 2024 season. The former high school Royals Award winner understands the Ridge Runner football history and traditions, growing up in nearby Colcord. As Keenum enters his first season with Grove, he is focused on continuing the legacy of the program while adding his flair and style to the mix.
Very blessed and fortunate to follow a great head coach in Ron Colwell. He's been great throughout the transition, has been very helpful to me. So I'm just trying to build on a lot of things that he did, but then also make it my own. You've got to tell coaches all the time when they get into this business, you've got to be who you are. You can't try to be something you're not. I think the kids know that I'm going to demand a lot from them, but I'm also going to love on them. All right, tell them when they do well and try to help them get better, and that's just something I want them to know. We're always going to be a family. We're always going to have each other's backs, and that's how we're going to play on the field.
It's great to have a coach like him. He loves the community and loves us. He'd do anything for us, and it's just great.
It doesn't stop at head coach, as there's more fresh faces to this Ridge Runner team that will feature a new-look offense, led by new offensive coordinator Warren Kirk. Alongside Kirk will be Colby Watson, who takes over at quarterback. But despite a lot of new on the offensive side of the ball, Grove is confident that this offense will be a strength this year, spreading the ball around the field.
He trusts me a lot, the new head coach or the new offensive coordinator does, and I like that a lot. He lets me run it. If I want to hand it off, I can do that. Throw it if I want to do that. Our receiver is the best I've ever been played with. It's not even close. Specifically Isaac Sheffield, it's been crazy with the plays he can make, and if 50-50 ball, I 100% believe he's going to come out with it.
The new offense that Coach Kirk's brought in has been incredible. It just spreads the ball out along the whole field. We have positions everywhere that are going to dominate whether they have the ball or not.
Now, we kind of have the same offensive philosophy. We want to get the ball into a lot of our skill players, make the defense defend the whole field. We use a RPO-based offense, so we're going to take what the defense gives us, and we've got the players to do it.
Grove kicks off their 2025 season at home with a rivalry matchup against Veneta on September 5th. The Quapaw Wildcats enter this season with a chip on their shoulder after missing the playoffs a year ago for the first time in years. Following a 3-7 record in 2024, the Wildcats have been motivated all off-season, showing up each day with a mindset to forget last year. While there's a lot of youth on this year's Quapaw roster, it's a senior class that has led the way and is eager to get back to the postseason.
We kind of got a bad taste in our mouth last year. We missed the playoffs for the first time in several years. So this group's been eager to get back at it. They've done a great job in the summertime. You don't really have to beg them to get them here. They want to put in the work and they want to be successful. We've got a young group out here. We've got several sophomores and several freshmen, but we've got a great group of leadership with our older kids too. And they've kind of taken those young pups under their wing and they're ready to get rolling.
Everyone showed up every day, put the work in the weight room and for conditioning and everything. Came out and worked our butts off, hoping for it all to show out on the field this year. Senior year, just kind of hoping for the best, go out there, have fun, play your heart out, and do my best.
While the X's and O's are key to any team's success on the field, the Wildcats believe that their team chemistry will be their biggest strength this year. And after growing up and playing sports together, Quapaw is ready to showcase their connection on the field and use it to have a winning season.
We've all grown up together. Like, nobody was really moving except for our running back, and we've been best friends since elementary school, and the guys that haven't been here our whole life, we've played other sports with them through travel teams, and it's all just brotherhood, honestly. I can look at somebody and tell if their head's down, or I can just tell by looking at somebody by the look on their face if they're about to go off or if we're about to lock in.
We've all been best friends for a long time, all grew up together and everything, so whenever you have good chemistry, it makes a good football team.
Quapaw opens the season next Friday, August 29th, on the road in a battle of the Wildcats against Salina. The 30th edition of the Pigskin Preview is live, and you can scan the QR code on your screen, head to koamnewsnow.com/pigskin, or download our free KOAM News mobile app to view it. When you're there, you'll see the logos for all of the teams showcased in the preview, ranging from the high schools in Missouri, Kansas, and Oklahoma to the junior colleges and universities in our region. You'll see quotes from coaches, schedules, season outlooks, and much more. And as the season starts, you'll find our live scoreboard to keep you updated on the action every Friday night. You'll also find highlights as we hit the ground running to area games this season. That's it for your sports. We're back with more after this.
This is your news update. I'm Tanya Buck. 12 schools across Missouri, all dedicated to serving students with disabilities, are preparing to close their doors permanently. The Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education cites staffing shortages, competitive salaries for teachers, and aging facilities as key reasons behind the shutdown. KOAM's Lonnie Walton takes us to College View State School in Joplin for the story.
I really love this school. I love working with the students and the staff.
Karen Sue Hensley is the building administrator for College View State School in Joplin, a school aimed at helping students with disabilities. Hensley says students love this place.
We are a smaller school student-wise, and they get really individualized attention with their learning, and so we can see them grow even more.
Change is coming. Mark Wheatley from the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education says College View, along with other schools, will close soon for many reasons.
Our schools don't have gymnasiums. Some of them don't have cafeterias. Some of them don't even have a kitchen to support. So we have to go to school districts to bring in food on a daily basis for lunch.
Wheatley says population is also a problem.
Some buildings, like I said, with 4 students, but they may have 12 classrooms, and then we may have a school with 28 students and only 3 classrooms. So
Wheatley says salaries are the same for teachers no matter where they live.
some are in rural areas where a $48,000 new teacher starting salary is outstanding, but their neighborhood school may be starting teachers at $52,000, and we're not competitive at all.
Hensley says she will cherish the time she has with her students this year. She says she will miss the students when the closure happens.
Grieving process, and we have the year to process through that together. So that is a blessing that we can work together.
Reporting in Joplin, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
College View State School will close its doors at the end of the academic school year next May. And we'll be right back.
Demolition is well underway at the Plaza Shopping Center, and businesses are looking for their next steps. I'm Samantha Walker, and I'll have that story coming up.
College View School in Joplin will be shedding its doors. I'm Lonnie Walton in Joplin. I'll have that story coming up.
And Freeman Health announces a major cancer center expansion in Pittsburgh, bringing cutting-edge treatment closer to home.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Demolition is underway across from the Pitt State campus, with new development on the way, but some popular restaurants like Guadalajara and Kazoku face an uncertain tomorrow. And this is KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. I'm Tanya Buck. The former Plaza Shopping Center housed several businesses, some of them for decades. Only 3 remain in operation. But for how long? KOAM Samantha Walker spoke with one restaurant who says they're still looking for their next steps.
This is the current state of the Plaza Shopping Center, where Crosslink Construction is working on tearing down several buildings. What they're seeing is their vision for a mixed-use development that would serve both Pitt State and the broader community. Crosslink says the buildings are at the end of their life cycle, but tenants still under lease will remain in place. For those businesses like Kazoku, Sushi, and Hibachi, there's a lot that's unknown right now.
Our lease is still going on until next year, end of February. So I'm not sure if they're willing to give us like a little bit more of time, but we'll see. We keep trying to ask them, but they say there's nothing, they don't heard anything yet from the CAO.
The restaurant says they love this location and that it's great for business when students come back to school. Now they aren't sure of their future in Pittsburgh.
We've been trying to find another location in Pittsburgh area. Even our customer, they've been trying hard to help us to find some space, but we couldn't find any yet till now. So it's kind of really struggle here.
As the business tries to find a future home in Pittsburgh, they're working on opening a new location in Joplin by the beginning of October, but they would love to serve both communities.
This is our first business here, and it's kind of sad if we have to, to let it go.
And they say their customers want them to stay as well.
Most of the customers been asking us, where are we going to move? And we tell them the truth. I mean, we've been struggling to find a place. We love to stay in Pittsburgh, but as you can see, it's hard to find like a commercial space.
Reporting in Pittsburgh, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
Now, Crossland adds the Plaza Shopping Center has a long and special history in Pittsburgh. The company says they want to honor that legacy by making sure what comes next is something everyone can be proud of. Freeman Health System greenlights a massive expansion for a cancer treatment facility in Pittsburgh. The project will greatly reduce travel time for many patients seeking treatment. It adds 12,000 square feet to the existing Freeman Physicians Group facility in Pittsburgh. And Freeman says the facility will provide new state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment, expanded chemotherapy and radiation treatment, and an in-house pharmacy. The project is tentatively scheduled for completion in late 2026. Well, meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney joins us now with the first look at weather.
Well, today's temperatures were pretty average for where we should be this time of year, with our high reaching 90 degrees and our low about 67 early this morning. Now we stay pretty consistent like that for the next couple of days, Friday and Saturday. We also have a pretty nice evening tonight and a good day tomorrow. We've got mostly clear skies, a few clouds out there. Now tomorrow is going to be pretty similar, mostly sunny skies, a tad bit warmer, a couple of degrees. We're getting into about 91, 92. Few clouds and a northerly wind to start our day, but we also have a southerly wind shift that's going to bring temperatures up a bit more on Saturday. Now, luckily for us, Saturday we also have some rain chances. As you can see, isolated shower chances, so we're not getting into this scattered shower chances. Just some isolated storms for Saturday afternoon that are going to bring temperatures down to the 80s on Sunday. I'll have those details coming up.
Right. Well, construction has ended at the heavily traveled intersection of East 15th Street and Rangeline Road in Joplin. However, drivers are asked to be more aware when driving through the area as work continues with the installation of sidewalks and curbs. The city says it appreciates the community's patience during the project. 12 schools across Missouri, all dedicated to serving students with disabilities, are preparing to close their doors permanently. The Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education cites staffing shortages, competitive salaries for teachers, and aging facilities as key reasons behind the shutdown. KOAM's Lonnie Walton takes us to College View State School in Joplin for the story.
I really love this school. I love working with the students and the staff.
Karen Sue Hensley is the building administrator for College View State School in Joplin, a school aimed at helping students with disabilities. Hensley says students love this place.
We are a smaller school student-wise, and they get really individualized attention with their learning, and so we can see them grow even more.
Change is coming. Mark Wheatley from the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education says College View, along with other schools, will close soon for many reasons.
Our schools don't have gymnasiums. Some of them don't have cafeterias. Some of them don't even have a kitchen to support. So we have to go to school districts to bring in food on a daily basis for lunch.
Wheatley says population is also a problem.
Some buildings, like I said, with 4 students, but they may have 12 classrooms, and then we may have a school with 28 students and only 3 classrooms. So
Wheatley says salaries are the same for teachers no matter where they live.
Some are in rural areas where a $48,000 new teacher starting salary is outstanding, but their neighborhood school may be starting teachers at $52,000, and we're not competitive at all.
Hensley says she will cherish the time she has with her students this year. She says she will miss the students when the closure happens.
Grieving process, and we have the year to process through that together. So that is a blessing that we can work together.
Reporting in Joplin, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
College View State School will close its doors at the end of the academic school year next May. Well, coming up, a big boost for TSA security.
Artificial intelligence could soon help you get to your flight faster. I'm Griff Jiggins in Washington. I've got the details coming up.
But up first, over 15 million Americans are shedding pounds with GLP-1 meds, but experts say skipping one key exercise could cost you more than just fat. More than 15 million Americans are now finding weight loss success thanks to GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro. But experts say if patients are not careful, they could lose more than just fat. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has more on the exercises that are critically important for people using these medications.
They've become an important weapon in the battle against obesity. GLP-1 medications can lead to significant weight loss, but experts warn the number on the scale can't decipher between fat and muscle.
The key to weight loss, and especially weight loss maintenance, is always going to be diet and exercise.
It's unclear how much muscle a patient on these drugs may lose, but studies have indicated anywhere from 15 to 60% of the lost weight is lean muscle mass, meaning if you shed 50 pounds, you'll potentially be losing 7.5 to 30 pounds of lean muscle. That's why strength and resistance training is crucial, says Cleveland Clinic Dr. Paminda Kabandugama.
Things like free weights, things like the weight machines help. In a lot of my patients who might be a little bit older, I do recommend things like water exercises.
Every week, Kabandugama says all adults should aim for 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity like a brisk walk, water aerobics, pushing a lawnmower, or playing a sport like doubles tennis. The CDC says you could also do 75 minutes of vigorous activity each week. That could include jogging or running, swimming laps, or playing basketball. Kabandugama says protein is also key to building muscle. On average, he recommends about 35 grams of protein with every meal.
We want them to make sure that, they are still preserving muscle, or even maybe gaining a little bit of muscle while they are technically losing weight.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The doctor says it's also important to stay hydrated. He says drinking plenty of water not only helps with appetite control, but also plays a role in helping the kidneys process proteins. More than 750 current and former staffers at the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services have sent a message to HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., as well as Congress. In the letter, they urged Kennedy to, quote, stop spreading inaccurate health information. It comes after a gunman fired hundreds of rounds at the Atlanta headquarters of the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention on August 8th. The letter points the shooting happened as mistrust in public institutions is growing. Lindsay's next with a complete look at your forecast. And later, schools crack down on cell phones with more states banning devices during the school day.
Overall, today was a really nice day with temperatures in the low 90s. That's a definite change of pace from what we've seen over the last couple of weeks. This season, we've been pretty warm with upper 90s being our average temperatures and our highs or our high heat index in the hundreds. Now, over the next couple of days, we get to enjoy just some more mild summer temperatures. If you still enjoy the heat, it's going to be a little bit more manageable to tomorrow and even into Saturday as well. Temperatures are not the only thing. We also have mostly clear skies, as you can see, for the rest of the evening tonight. We've got mostly clear skies all night. Temperatures dropping down into the 70s and then getting down into the mid 60s, which is a few degrees below average. So a little bit of a cooler start to our Friday. Now, a little bit warmer for the afternoon, only a couple of degrees, 91, 92. That's slightly above average, but it's at least going to feel like it. It's going to be our future feels like, or our heat index, right on par with our actual temperature out there. So it's going to feel like upper 80s in our northern counties and even in our eastern counties. Joplin about 90, Pittsburgh 88. 91 in Independence, 92 out there in Grove, Anderson, Veneta as well. So Friday afternoon, a little bit warm, but not as hot as it could be. We do have a southerly wind that's going to bring in a bit more moisture into the area by Friday morning. Now, once we move into Friday afternoon, still seeing mostly clear skies, a few clouds. But thankfully on Saturday we get some rain chances. Now these storms are starting off a little bit stronger as they move in from our western side, really only making it into Kansas, Oklahoma, not quite making it into the Joplin area. This is going to be early afternoon on Saturday, so about 12 to 1 p.m. is when these storms start. Now again, like I said, not really making it out to the Missouri side. You can see where it kind of just clips off right along I-49. Now it's going to continue to push further south the rest of Saturday and into Sunday, back to sunny skies. And that northerly wind really brings our heat risk down and our temperatures down. So today we saw that minor risk as we head into Friday and Saturday. Pretty similar, both seeing that minor risk, moderate risk a little slightly into our Missouri counties and Arkansas counties as well. But as that front passes Sunday, we're in a little to no heat risk in our northern counties. Monday and Tuesday, it just gets better and better. Little to no heat risk for the next week because temperatures are getting down into the upper 80s on Sunday, but 70s Monday and Tuesday, low 80s for the rest of the week. And we also have rain chances that are going to be cooling us down as well. Plus, we could definitely use some rain due to just drought conditions. So we get a nice little taste of fall next week. Unfortunately, back to warmer temperatures after that.
Well, coming up next, changes for Cracker Barrel.
If you got attached to that logo of the old man leaning up against a Cracker Barrel, then you better take a good hard look because it's going away. I'm Jeff Locke, outside one of America's favorite places to get a home-cooked meal, with some other changes in the works. Stay tuned.
Cracker Barrel has unveiled a new logo, and not everyone is happy about it. Fox Business correspondent Jeff Locke is in New Jersey with the story.
Some say Cracker Barrel occupies a unique niche in American chain restaurants, down-home cooking and a cozy place to eat it. But profits of the company have been declining for the past 4 or 5 years, and so the company thought it needed to do a rebrand and a freshening of its restaurants. They started with that logo back there over my shoulder. Well, they got rid of the old man there sitting on the chair leaning up against the Cracker Barrel. Replaced it with just text, which is the way it was back in 1969 when the company started. But people not too happy about change when it comes to Cracker Barrel. What they liked was that old cozy environment. Farm implements on the wall, tools, old signs, dark walls. Now, the new Cracker Barrel, more like a new farmhouse. Bright white walls with the memorabilia still there, but better organized maybe. Lighting better and booths to sit in. But a lot of Cracker Barrel fans have taken to social media to say we don't want something new and ask the question if Cracker Barrel has gone woke. The chief marketing officer of the company said, hey, wait a minute. We're not going woke. Don't worry, she said. We still have the rocking chairs, the golf tee games on the tables, the farm implements and signs on the walls, the fireplaces. Nothing really has changed at Cracker Barrel, except you got a nice, more updated, fresher, brighter place to eat your food.
We've been very transparent about our goal of making our stores feel brighter and even more welcoming than they already are, while maintaining that country hospitality and charm that we're known for.
The company says that the things people love about Cracker Barrel haven't changed, but there have been some changes to the menu, some added items, including one that caught my eye, something called Butter Pecan French Toast Bake with vanilla custard soaked bread and cheesecake filling. Nobody's complained about that one yet. In Mount Laurel, New Jersey, I'm Jeff Flock with the Fox Business Network.
Don't think I'd complain either. Two of the nation's top retailers are heading in different directions. On Thursday, Walmart said its sales increased nearly 5% at U.S. stores that have been operating for at least a year. The retailer also raised its 2025 sales outlook, with groceries a big driver, accounting for more than 50% of its overall sales. Meanwhile, things are not on the mark for Target. Earlier this week, the company said its sales dropped for the third time in as many quarters. This comes as CEO Brian Cornell will step down after 11 years with Target. Coming up next, the Joplin Learning Center is about to get a new hands-on attraction thanks to a big donation. A STEAM Learning Center in Joplin will soon add a fun new interactive centerpiece. The Schroeder Family Explorium on South Main plans to install a Rube Goldberg Miracle Machine as the centerpiece for its north wing. The Miracle Machine is an interactive chain reaction play panel that teaches kids cause and effect, fine motor skills, and STEM principles in a whimsical and engaging way. The permanent installation is possible thanks to a $10,000 grant from the Arvest Foundation, who are proud to invest in the community.
The Schroeder Family Explorium is meant to be shared, and we're excited to have this installation as part of this program to share it with the community. And if I could encourage area residents, one thing, it would be to come out and support the Schroeder Family Explorium because it's incredible to have it here in our area.
The permanent installation is set to debut along with the grand opening of the Explorium in the fall. 30 more minutes of news, weather, and sports coming your way. More students are heading back to class without their phones. This as states roll out new bans and why educators think it could help kids learn. And TSA security is about to get an AI upgrade. We look at how new e-gates could get you to your flight faster and easier.
You're watching the 4 states' most watched news.
This is KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. I'm Tanya Bach. School is meant for learning, but students may find it hard to absorb new facts if their heads are stuck behind the screen of a cell phone. It's triggering more states to take action, with a growing number waging new wars on phones in the classroom. Fox News' Gary Baumgarten takes a closer look at the rollout of new laws this academic year.
As students set intentions for the start of this academic year, more districts are hoping to help set them up for success by cutting off their access to their favorite device. Kentucky is now one of 17 states and the District of Columbia beginning the school year with new limits on cell phones.
We've had about 40 times where we've actually had to lock up a phone for the day, so it's really been minimal. And we realize that this is an addiction.
This means more than 24 states now have laws or policies restricting phones in schools, with Florida becoming the first state to pass a law like this back in 2023.
The Jefferson County Public School Board had voted that our policy in our district was going to be no phones from the beginning of school till the end of the school.
But just like every state is different, so are the cell phone bans, with some states forbidding the gadgets throughout the entire school day. This as other states only ban phones during class time, but not in hallways or during lunch. Some public health experts say it might be harder to enforce bans if there's a chance for kids to still use phones on campus in some capacity.
Especially with the older kids, of somehow they're getting access to it, and it puts more pressure on the teacher.
And while some students may find the adjustment hard, some are grateful for the chance to focus better.
I kind of like it. Honestly, I feel like it's given teachers a chance to be more direct with their class as a whole.
Gary Baumgarten, Fox News.
Well, shouldn't a window seat include a window? That's the multi-million-dollar question asked by a group of airline passengers. They're part of two class action lawsuits accusing Delta Airlines and United Airlines of knowingly charging extra money for window seats that were not actually next to a window. The lawsuits claim Delta and United are charging extra for window seats that have no window. Now, Delta passengers can pay up to $70 more, while United seats cost $50 or more, and even higher on international flights. The claims focus on seats next to walls due to air conditioning or electrical components, and the suit says both airlines should clearly disclose when a window seat is actually windowless. Well, those long lines at airport security are about to get a lot shorter thanks to artificial intelligence. Fox News correspondent Griff Jenkins has more from Washington.
If you're tired of waiting on long lines to get through airport security, you're in luck. A big game change could be coming soon thanks to new advances in artificial intelligence. They're called electronic gates, or e-gates, a next-generation development by Clear, a security company partnered with the TSA. It uses biometrics to scan your features and verify your identity, and then sends you straight to your flight without having to talk to a security agent.
You would actually be at an automated gate that would either open, or stay closed if you're screened and cleared to go.
Right now, only Clear Plus members are eligible to use the e-gates. It costs about $200 a year. But if the pilot test goes well, the program could eventually expand and become an industry standard. Though some critics have sounded alarms about possible collection and misuse of personal biometric data.
Obviously, there is privacy concerns, so everyone's going to have to make their own decisions about how much information they want to share.
But overall, the technology is being welcomed by the industry. The Points guy tried it and said it improves the experience for flyers and streamlines TSA operations. And if all goes well, it could make travel a lot easier here at home and overseas.
This is rolling out at international borders across the world. So you just scan your passport or even just your face to cross borders. So really big advancements here.
Right now, the e-gates are being tested at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport in Atlanta, but they're expected to roll out to Reagan National Airport in D.C. and Seattle-Tacoma in Washington State later this month. In Washington, Griff Jenkins, Fox News.
Well, Lindsay's next with a complete look at your forecast and later questions about a possible RV park.
This sign, which some residents say was located back in the grass, is a notice for a rezoning project coming up here in Grove, Oklahoma to turn this land into an RV park. Tonight, we'll speak with residents about what they think about the changes.
National sales event. Right now, lease the 2025 Tacoma for just $289 a month.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Here I am, field trip chaperone.
Overall, today was a really nice day with temperatures in the low 90s. That's a definite change of pace from what we've seen over the last couple of weeks. This season, we've been pretty warm with upper 90s being our average temperatures and our highs or our high heat index in the hundreds. Now, over the next couple of days, we get to enjoy just some more mild summer temperatures. If you still enjoy the heat, it's going to be a little bit more manageable tomorrow and even into Saturday as well. Temperatures are not the only thing. We also have mostly clear skies, as you can see, for the rest of the evening tonight. We've got mostly clear skies all night, temperatures dropping down into the 70s and then getting down into the mid 60s, which is a few degrees below average. So a little bit of a cooler start to our Friday. Now, a little bit warmer for the afternoon, only a couple of degrees, 91, 92. That's slightly above average, but it's at least going to feel like it. It's going to be our future feels like, or our heat index, right on par with our actual temperature out there. So it's going to feel like upper 80s in our northern counties and even in our eastern counties. Joplin about 90, Pittsburgh 88. 91 in Independence, 92 out there in Grove, Anderson, Veneta as well. So Friday afternoon, a little bit warm, but not as hot as it could be. We do have a southerly wind that's going to bring in a bit more moisture into the area by Friday morning. Now, once we move into Friday afternoon, still seeing mostly clear skies, a few clouds. But thankfully on Saturday we get some rain chances. Now these storms are starting off a little bit stronger as they move in from our western side, really only making it into Kansas, Oklahoma, not quite making it into the Joplin area. This is going to be early afternoon on Saturday, so about 12 to 1 p.m. is when these storms start. Now again, like I said, not really making it out to the Missouri side. You can see where it kind of just clips off right along I-49. Now it's going to continue to push further south the rest of Saturday and into Sunday, back to sunny skies, and that northerly wind really brings our heat risk down and our temperatures down. So today we saw that minor risk as we head into Friday and Saturday. Pretty similar, both seeing that minor risk, moderate risk a little slightly into our Missouri counties and Arkansas counties as well. But as that front passes Sunday, we're in a little to no heat risk in our northern counties. Monday and Tuesday, it just gets better and better. Little to no heat risk for the next week because temperatures are getting down into the upper 80s on Sunday, but 70s Monday and Tuesday, low 80s for the rest of the week. And we also have rain chances that are going to be cooling us down as well. Plus, we could definitely use some rain due to just drought conditions. So we get a nice little taste of fall next week. Unfortunately, back to warmer temperatures after that.
All right, thanks, Lindsay. Well, still ahead, the Quapaw Wildcats enter the 2025 season with a chip on their shoulder after missing the playoffs last season. And the Grove Ridge Runners have a new man at head coach. Sports director Ryan Blank has these stories and more coming up. Some Grove residents are concerned about a rezoning notice posted on a plot of land off of 55th Street. KOAM's Ty Parks spoke to some folks in the area to get their reaction.
This notice posted on the land is for a rezoning meeting for September 9th at 3 p.m. and September 16th at 4:30.
We received a request a few weeks ago from the owner of the property off of 55th Street. And the owner wanted to go through a rezoning, which would be C3 to allow an RV park. And so, which is their right to request a rezoning, and it goes through the Planning Commission first for approval. At that point, if after that, it would go to the City Council for final approval.
At the public meeting, the owner of the land will make a statement as to why the land should be rezoned from residential to commercial use. Residents in the neighborhood next to the property are not excited about the possible rezoning.
Totally disappointed that someone would put a trailer park in right next to this development. This is a great neighborhood. There's a lot of really nice people here. Everybody knows everybody, or if you don't know them, it's easy to get acquainted with them. And I don't know what that does to our property values also.
Neighbors of the property state that the notice was originally hard to find.
The city put out a sign. Our neighborhood noticed it. I noticed it. So I am our neighborhood media guy. So with the power of drones and equipment, I got pictures of the sign, which was hidden in the grass line. It was an 8.5 by 11 sheet. And that's not really a good public notice, hiding in the grass.
It's a notice, and the notice is typically posted, and that's per the state statutes that you put out there. So it's not necessarily a sign as much as it is a notice of a rezone. The public gets communicated in several different ways. One is the posting on the land. Within 300 feet of the perimeter boundaries of the property itself, there are letters that go out to the individual property owners. It's also posted at City Hall over here, and it's also posted in the newspaper.
According to the City of Grove, the process to rezone the land will go through site plan review and additional zoning restrictions and standards in order to develop an RV park. In Grove, Oklahoma, Ty Parks, KOAM News.
Now, the land in question currently sits vacant. The meetings are set for September 9th at 3 p.m. and then on September 16th at 4:30. Both meetings will be held at the Grove City Hall. Up next, Lopez spins a web. The morning show turns up the drama and Paris Hilton goes animated. It's all coming up in the Hollywood Nation. From Paris Hilton's animated debut to Jennifer Lopez's dazzling new role, Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has all the latest in today's Hollywood Nation.
Lopez shines, the morning show heats up, and Hilton gets animated in the Hollywood Nation.
I can help you, Star. I love you pups so much.
Paris Hilton announced and dropped the first look trailer for her new animated kids series, Paris and Pups. Inspired by Hilton and her real-life pets, the show follows a 12-year-old named Paris, known as Star, living in a glamorous hotel with her pup squad, Diamond, Baby, Slivington, Muggsy, and Bijou. Together they embark on playful adventures filled with heart and lessons about friendship. The series premieres on YouTube September 23rd.
I'm working on a story.
The morning show is back with more newsroom drama in Season 4. Apple TV Plus released the trailer teasing explosive conflicts and shocking twists for Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, and the rest of the star-studded cast. Marion Cotillard and Aaron Pierre are among the new additions this season. The hit series returns September 17th.
I'll never forget.
Jennifer Lopez is spinning her web in the trailer for Kiss of the Spider-Woman. The movie musical reimagines the Tony-winning Broadway hit inspired by the 1976 novel. Lopez plays Ingrid Luna, a glamorous screen actress at the center of a tale told by a window dresser inside an Argentinian prison. Set in 1981, the story follows his unlikely bond with a political prisoner as he recounts the plot of a Hollywood musical starring his favorite silver screen diva. The film adaptation opens in theaters October 10th. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
And that is our time for tonight. Thank you for joining us. We're going to leave you with video of a mama and her baby mandrill at the Fort Worth Zoo. Have a great night and an even better tomorrow.